What's up, guys? Don, your videos, Bare Naked Ladies. Never heard that song before, and I gotta tell you, I actually liked it. Surprised that song never made it more mainstream. I think it was very well done. Not too much going on in the video. I mean, I like the concept of it. I think myself personally, I think of a few apartments that I've lived in, especially when I go by them, and I sometimes want to go in there. I'll tell you what, the place I think about going the most is Grandma and Grandpa's at Colonial Apartments. I think about that sometimes, um, but I also think about the places where I've lived, and that's definitely relatable. Sometimes I think about what's going to happen. Who knows when? If mom and dad ever, whatever. Hopefully, it's many years aren't around anymore, or couldn't live in the house. What would happen if that house was owned by somebody else? I think about that once in a while, and that would be extremely weird. Extremely weird. That somebody else would live in there. I would definitely want to go in there again. um, so, excuse me. Good song, uh, pretty good video, good story, but there's no way. I don't know. There's no way it was going to beat Rod Stewart. That song is so good. And I know you've talked about before putting that in. That song, again, we talk about videos that could go on a run for the brackets. That video's that's probably going to be your best video for sure. Probably make the final four. I would say 100%. And there's a great chance that's going to win. There's so many things about that. Um, Again, a great story, great lyrics, fun song, good video. Uh, the dancing in that's good. Rod Stewart's little dances he does, his voice is amazing in that. Brings me back to a simpler time in life. I think it was like 81, 82 in that vicinity. Um, so many great lyrics in there. I think it went, time is a thief when you're undecided. Time is a thief no matter what, but yeah, if you're undecided, definitely. So again, that's there's not much more to say about that except it's a great song. Another quick story about that song is years ago, in one of my old apartments, um, the kids and I played a video game of this guy who was driving around in a car. It was actually an inappropriate video game. It was a guy who just Grand Theft Auto. I was playing that, and the kids got into it. And one of the features on the game was the guy would steal a car, get in the car, and drive around, and you can listen to different radio stations. And Young Turks was one of the songs on it, and I didn't even remember that until like a year ago when I was driving in the car with Josh, and that song came on, and he said, "Oh, this is a great song," and I was shocked that I was like, "How do you know this song?" And he said, "It's from GTA, Grand Theft Auto." He says, "I remember that vividly." He goes, "That's a great song." So that was kind of cool that he remembered that, and it is. It's almost timeless. I don't hear it very much anymore, but when I do hear it, I never turn it. So that's a sign to me, or it's a great song. Is you don't turn it. Jesus. What else? And again, the obvious thing about that song is why do some songs, not many, have titles that aren't ever spoken in the lyrics? Young Turks. Why was it not called Young Hearts? It's the same thing. I mean, it doesn't have to do with the title, but the Bruce Springsteen song, when I hear it, it bothers me more now. When he says throw that speedball by you, it makes him sound so dumb. Why would he not say throw that fastball by it? It's the same amount of syllables. It would have sounded just the same, but it would have sounded much smarter, more hip, and more like what the hell he was talking about. Throw that speedball by you. Anyways, enough of that one. Guess that's about it. Quick, quick story from yesterday. I went to mom and dad's, cleaned out my car. I actually pulled it into the garage on dad's suggestion. Pull it in the garage. I would have been fine. Whatever. You just do some things sometimes. So I had the car in the garage, cleaned it out. Um, was doing a load of laundry there, so mom and dad left before me to go to dad's radiation, and so the car was still in the garage. I was just hanging out. It's gonna be another half hour or so, and he said, "Now, listen, I know Bob has a reputation, or Bob just doesn't. I don't know if it was just a Bob thing, but as he walked out the door, my car was still in the garage. The door was open. The big door was open, and he actually said, "All right, so when you go, make sure you close the big door." I'm like, "Okay." He goes, "You're gonna, you're gonna have to, you're gonna have to pull out of the garage, then come back in and close the door." Did he really think that I was gonna close the door and then try to back out? I mean, he's so he's always been like this, but more so, he's so detailed about what he says. This was the most extreme. I don't think he would have. I don't think he would have said that to anybody else. But I don't know if he still thinks I need that much direction. But I just said, okay, that's it. I mean, did he expect me to say, oh yeah, it's a good idea, or hey, thanks, I didn't know that. You're gonna have to pull the car out, then close the door. Oh, oh well. Anyways, guys, Don, very good picks. I gotta think maybe you picked the Young Turks against that song because you wanted the Young Turks to advance, because it was a layup for that. And again, the Bare Naked Lady songs was good, but there was no chance that was going to beat any Young Turks. All right, guys, you guys have a good weekend. See you later.